Hello everybody, I'm back. I was out for about 3 weeks there. I posted my first video and then haven't been back in 3 weeks because I got the kids all in school, started back up in school. My wife's a teacher, and so we had to get her back in, all started up in school, and plus she guys got a new teaching position, so we had to get her classroom all set up. So it's been a real hectic few weeks. Actually haven't got to get a whole lot of writing done, and not just because of the school starting, but also because I've been more concentrating on getting an outline done, or at least an outlining system, not even really an outline. I've been going back and forth with how to outline my novel. Well, I think I said in the first video that I was figuring out if I was going to be a plotter or a pantser, but pretty sure I was going to be a plotter. And sure enough, I tend to sit there and just don't know where to go if I don't have a path to follow, at least some guideposts to look at and follow in the next direction, know which direction I'm headed. Otherwise I'll just end up going down dead ends and not getting anywhere. So I was going back and forth with, one thing, of course, that I've first learned on this writing journey is that Captain Obvious here, writing is hard. It's really hard. So so do I want to do Save the Cat? That Save the Cat writes a novel, just came out not too long ago, and I have it in audio, and the ebook, I've read it a few times, listened to it a couple times. Or do I want to do more of the Snowflake method? Or do I want to do the story circle that follows more of the hero's journey? And what I found really when I started digging deeper into these methods was that really they're almost the same thing, especially when it comes to the method that I was leaning more towards, the Save the Cat method, the 15 story beats of Save the Cat, and the story circle by, what's his name? He did Rick and Morty and Community. Dan Harmon. Is it Dan Harmon? Yes, confirmed. It is Dan Harmon, story circle. And I actually heard about that through Chris Fox. I don't know if y'all watch Chris Fox's YouTube channel, but I learned it from him. I've read a few of his books, and his plot gardening book, I have it in ebook, and I also have the audible version of that book of his. He talks about Dan Harmon's story circle as one method of plotting out your novel. When I was comparing Save the Cat and Dan Harmon's story circle, you can almost lay those on top of each other and put the beats down point by point. It's almost like Dan Harmon's story circle is a less granular version of the 15 beat Save the Cat, and it adheres more closely to the hero's journey. So what I ended up doing is making a spreadsheet that almost kind of combine the two methods. It's really more it's really more of the Save the Cat beats, but also, all right, my battery died already, so I thought it was charged, the battery that I had in there. But anyway, so the spreadsheet that I've made is really a combination of the Save the Cat 5 beats and Dan Harmon's story circle, or it might look more like the 15 beats of Save the Cat, but that camera's jiggling there because I've literally got it sitting on top of a stack of books. See if I can show it. But anyway, the camera's sitting on this stack of books on this table, and so when I hit the table, the camera wiggles, so I try not to touch the table. So I can probably actually just show y'all the spreadsheet. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick. Okay, so here's the spreadsheet that I was making, that I've spent all this time making, at least the first tab. So you can have the title of the project, the type of project, the target length, like here I have 50,000 words, the scene length, average scene length. My scenes have been averaging about like 1,000 to 1,500 words. Then scenes per chapter, whatever your writing style is, and then the chapter count base, and it calculates the chapter count based on the scene length, number of scenes per chapter, and then target length. Then I can also come down here and enter character names in, the character role, the time allocation for each character that I'm roughly guessing that I want to have for that character, and then it figures out how many chapters that would be. And here this is just so it adds up these numbers to make sure I don't make 110% or something. Then over here I have the outline, and it has target percentage rate for the act 1, beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4, blah blah, all the way through act 2A, 2B, act 3. It calculates the approximate word count that you would be at for that 0 to 1% would be 500 words, and for 5% would be 2,500 words. And again, it's calculating this based on, over here on sheet 1, the target length of the novel. So anyway, I can come in here and add chapters, chapter 1, chapter 2, and then I can add a short description of that chapter, the location. I can put an X by what characters are in that scene. And this is just to me to have a quick way to outline the story before I actually get into any kind of writing software like Scrivener. It's just a way for me to quickly do it. And also I can come in here, and I'm very visual, so I can color code. So let's say I can say a action scene will be green. And then a reaction scene will be here. And then I can make these scenes say blue, and then quickly I can look and see how many action scenes and reaction scenes I have. So anyway, that's what I've been working on instead of actually writing words on paper. I actually also started making this one in case I decide to switch. This tab is more on Dan Harmon's story circle setup. So we'll see what I end up actually going with. I have a feeling that I'll stick more with this method until I have more of a feeling for what kind of a writer I'm going to be, how much guidance I need. Right now I need a lot of guidance. So let me get back over here. Okay, so that's the spreadsheet that I've been working on. Just a quick overview of it. Let me know down in the comments how y'all plot out your novels, or if you're pantsers, or how you do it. I'm total greenhorn at this, so I'm just feeling my way along as I go and trying to figure out what works best for me. And that's the way I work best when I'm learning how to do something, learning a new process. I just have to try different things, and usually I end up taking all those things that I've been studying and morphing them into my own way of doing things, because we're all different and no one way is going to work perfect for everybody. You have to come up with your own way of doing things. You got to take in all this information and then just mold it and shape it into the way your brain works. And just, at least that's how I have to do it. And it's a process for sure. It's not going to be overnight. So one of my biggest struggles is to not get frustrated with myself, and just to keep pushing on, because I tend to get stuck in analysis paralysis, just over analyzing everything, coming up with systems and redoing it. Something like this spreadsheet that I made, I can get stuck in just revamping that spreadsheet and making it better and making it more functional, making it more automated. when I could be writing an actual scene, making progress in my novel. So anyway, that's what I've been doing, and that's why I haven't made a whole lot of a boost in word count, but I have made some progress, and hopefully I'll get a lot more writing done now that I've gotten this method of outlining outlined. Now I've got this method of outlining figured out, that I'm going to try it first anyway. I figured out that I need a very granular system to start out. I need clear guideposts to get me along the way. Otherwise, I just will end up going off in the wrong direction with no structure, or just sitting there staring at a blank screen. So y'all let me know down in the comments what greases your wheels and gets the juices flowing to get those fingers typing on the keyboard. Y'all let me know, because like I said, I'm here to learn from you guys, and I like to take in from all different sources and figure out what works best for me. So anyway, that's all I've got this time. Thank you guys for watching. Thank y'all for talking to me in the comments. I really appreciate it. I really like talking to y'all and seeing your comments. It's really encouraging to me, being the extreme introvert that I am. Excuse me, being the real introvert that I am, to come out of my shell a little bit and interact with other human beings, especially you really interesting writer human beings, all you creatives out there. So anyway, thank y'all for watching, and y'all hit that subscribe button and like button if you want to keep following me. And let's see where this thing goes. Thank y'all very much, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.